So which now we know how to get bound. And most of us are in that chakkar only. So now how can we do action? What kind of action can we do so that we are not bound? So Bhagwan tells us very clearly in the first line of this ninth verse, Yagyarthartham karmana. Do all actions like a yagna. Do all actions like a yagna. Now I know why Rajan got very upset. Because what is this sacrifice I have to do? That is because in English there is no translation for the word yagna. Because the concept only doesn't exist in Western philosophy. So they call it sacrifice. They call it sacrifice. There is no such word. Some people will say it's a fire worship. Someone will say it's a what? Sacrifice. Most people think yagna is a ritual, a religious ritual. Maybe it is also used for that, but there is a deeper meaning of the word yagna, which we need to understand. Let us understand it from what we know about it as a ritual. So what kind of ritual is a yagna? Can you give me an example?
Fire is there.
Havan? Most common? Havan, you have a havan, right? Okay, so many people come together. We have also done many times in Siva. Many people will come together. We will make one kund. Either you have a kund or you make that kind of a square kind of brick kund. And in ancient times, in Vedic times, they used to do havan every day. It was a daily nitya karma. But obviously in Kali Yuga, puja is supposed to be done every day, hopefully. But as we do puja every day, they used to do havan every day. And all the people of the entire village or town would come together and it will be done as a common activity. Harji?
Presently, Agnihotra Havan also is getting very popular. Being done daily, twice.
I just want it to be done with the right bhava, not because it's fashionable. You know, some people are doing because others are doing. It should be done with the right bhav, then superb. Okay. So now let's see the entire community comes together. Let us say in Siva we are doing. Then in Siva, our entire Siva community will come. Then somebody will bring some havan samagri. Somebody will bring some ghee, somebody will bring fruit. How we do puja also. Somebody is bringing something, somebody is bringing something. Havan kund is getting constructed, right? Then some samagri is there which was actually supposed to be medicinal herbs, which is supposed to be put there. You cannot put any garka kachra. So you have to put some specific plants and all. Then one panditji is there who will chant some mantras. Then smoke will come out. When smoke comes out, because it's burning medicinal herbs, you are inhaling that. It's like doing what Sanjay loves to do. Inhalation, do inhalation, do inhalation. So that inhalation you will do with the havan. Okay? And then finally, and more than that, more than the inhalation, it's told, or they've done some research also, that all the bacteria in the environment also gets destroyed. Then ash remains in there. That ash is taken at the end and it is put like a kavach on the body. This is how we do, right?
Yes.
This is yagna, where an action is performed for the common good of all. Now, let's see the symbolic meaning of this yagna. This havan kund, which we construct to do the yagna, this symbolizes the limits of kartavya karma. Do your actions up to kartavya karma. Don't go beyond this limit into kamya karma. Don't go beyond this limit into nishedh karma. So the havan represents the boundaries of our action. Because in a havan, everything you are doing inside the kund. Now we light a fire. That fire is supposed to be the sakshi of our karma, witness. Because fire is the only element that moves from gross to subtle. So if you want to offer to God, you have to offer through fire, because the only one that transforms from subtle, intangible to intangible. So this fire, which is supposed to be the sakshi of our yagna, represents the sakshi of the universe, which is what? Bhagwan. Bhagwan. The fire symbolizes Bhagwan, the supreme energy, the unmanifest divinity. Unmanifest. Because we need something tangible, we need something visible. So they have chosen Agni. Why Agni only? Why not Prithvi? Why not Jal? Why not Vayu? Why not Akash? Why not Prithvi? It's too gross. Why not Jal?
Gross.
It is still quite gross. Agni is the transition from gross to subtle. Vayu, why not? Because you can't capture it. Akash is out of the question. Therefore Agni. Therefore Agni. Not, see, our rishis were just geniuses beyond comprehension. Everything has a reason. We say now it's blind faith and it's like this, and we run down our rituals. We are so stupid, we are so ignorant that we don't understand that there is a significance and a scientific understanding behind everything that we do. And this is what we need to bring back. So unmanifest divinity is symbolized with this fire. But sansar is made up of unmanifest and manifest. And manifest. So all the samagri which we are putting is prakriti. So fire is purush and the samagri is prakriti, which is the purush and prakriti is what everything is made up of. The wood is symbolizing Panchabhut. Now, there are mantras which are being chanted. This is also an oblation. This is also something we are offering. So it means that whatever we speak in our life should be offered in the higher cause of Bhagwan. Whatever we speak, our words are also spoken actions. Words are spoken actions. So they should always be pure because you are offering them with the word Swaha. Swaha. You are offering to Bhagwan. So make sure all your words are pure. Must pass which test? Triple filter test. Now, everybody has brought samagri. Somebody has brought one mutti of rice. Somebody has brought some wood. Somebody has brought ghee. Somebody has brought some grain. Everyone has brought something, right? And does everybody is only putting what they have brought?
No, mixed.
It's all mixed together. It's all brought together. Meaning, whatever we have, whatever resources we have, should be mixed together for the good of everyone. Everyone should benefit. Whether it is our knowledge, whether it is our kindness, whether it is our wealth, whatever it is, it should not be mine. Use it for the common good of everyone.
So that is what the offering itself.
The havan samagri, the ghee, everything. And how beautiful. See, I put my mutti of rice, you put your mutti of wheat, whatever. After it's put, can you make out?
No.
Where is my rice?
It's homogeneous.
It's all mixed up. So do with no karta bhav, no doership. Bring whatever you have, put it together, let it get mixed up. Don't take authorship, don't take enjoyership, nothing. So beautiful. I mean, if only we do our rituals like this, it will have a completely different effect And listen, when we do Havan, have you done that before? All the mantras are over, everything is over. Then what happens? Some samagri is left, right? So what does Pandit ji say? Sab milao, sabko de do, sab pheko, put everything in the thing. Nothing is left. Samagri is not supposed to be left behind. Meaning, do your 100%. Whatever you're offering, you offer 100%. Don't hold back your energy for a rainy day. Thako, don't worry. Get tired. Do it. Don't hold back. Do whatever you can. 100%. Don't scold me next time when I do. Okay. And have you noticed when you pour the ghee, what happens to the flame? It rises. And the flame is a symbolism of what?
Knowledge.
Bhagwan. You do your 100%. Bhagwan is happy. Energy rises.
And we see forms of
Yeah. Last time we did Navaratri, we saw Om in the fire. And I have a picture also.
Yes.
And sometimes the fire doesn't light properly, too much wind and all. What we put inside? Kapoor. What do you call that in English? Camphor. So you put that in, what happens? Fire starts, right? So what happens to that camphor? Have you ever seen it after the fire is lit? It's dissolved. That kapoor is your ego.
He was symbolic of knowledge.
What?
He was symbolic of the knowledge.
He is your effort.
Doing it.
And last ash is there, na? Which we put here, all in the 4 or 5 places are there. Ishwar Prasad. It's your Ishwar ka Prasad for doing this. So, in other words, Yagnya is teaching you how to live your life, doing all your actions dedicated to a higher cause without any karta bhav, without any bhokta bhav. So this sacrifice is nothing but giving up your selfish motive for the common good of all. That is the self. That is the sacrifice. There is one story of one King Raghu. King Raghu was the ancestor of Bhagwan Ram. He performed one yagna called Vishwajit sacrifice. Vishwajit. What happened? One day, he thought that I must do Vishwajit yagna. In Vishwajit yagna, what you have to do? You have to give away all your belongings. Everything. You keep nothing with you. And you just remain ekdam in the simplest way. So he did that. He gave away everything. And with one simple kapda, one bowl was left with him. He took that and he went to actually beg for his food. Begging for food, he went into one little woody place, like a forest kind of place. And he sat under a tree. And some other travelers were sitting and they were all praising the king. What a fabulous king we have. He has given up everything. He has nothing left with him. What a great person. So he didn't like the praises because he was not doing this to get praise. So he said, what nonsense, the king is no such great person. He said, what kind of a citizen are you? He has given away everything and you are saying he is not a great person? He said, go ask that king what was his that he gave away. What was his? What was he born with for him to call his own that he gave away? So yagna is when you realize that everything that you have got has come from Bhagwan only. You have come? What is yours? No, there is something.
Karma.
Your karma, your ego, your vasana. Give that up. If you want to give anything up, calling it as your own, give up your karma, give up your vasana, give up your ego. That's the only thing that belongs to you. Baki ka everything is his. So you are using it for his creation. You are using it for His work. So when you do your actions with this kind of bhav, we call this bhav karma yog bhav. It is also called yagna bhav. Now the most important thing to remember is that we don't have to have this bhav only while doing the yagna. This is meant to be your bhav for every action you do. Whether you are a student, whether you are a householder, whether you are an office, whether you are wherever, all your actions should be done in this yagna bhav. Why? Why? So that the action does not incur karma. It's your choice. Again, as Bhagavan says, everything is your choice. You can do, look, let's understand clearly. You can do all this wonderful work with karta bhav. You will get punya. Karma doesn't mean bad. Karma is punya also. Karma is pap also. You will get punya karma, which means if you have really done it with a very altruistic approach, very philanthropic way of doing it, without, too much of ego and all that, you will definitely get punya, for which you will definitely go to Swarga. But unfortunately, after that karma gets over, back here to Chakki Pisau, right? So that is why we are saying neither try to get punya and definitely don't try to get pap. Because then I don't want to tell you where you'll go, because then everyone will run away from here. Okay? There's one quote in Bhagavatam which I'll read out to you. Bhagwan Vishnu gives this updesh. He says, the perfect karma yogis, even while fulfilling their household duties, perform all their works as yagna to me, knowing me to be the enjoyer of all activities. No personal result. No, I'll send it to you by WhatsApp. They spend whatever free time they have. They spend whatever free time they have in hearing and chanting my glories. Means all the time you have to be in that bhav. Such people, though living in the world, never get bound by their actions. Clearly it is in the Bhagavatam. So, to recap, what all do we have to keep in mind while doing action? First and foremost, what action should we do? Kartavya karma, according to your ashram, according to your varna, etc. Then you will not get karma. Some people do things very silently, when nobody is looking. They feel they can get away with it. Then they'll not get karma because nobody has seen me doing. But don't forget, there's a CCTV wherever you go. That CCTV is the law of karma. The law of karma operates with a CCTV. Whatever you do, whatever you do, whatever you think is captured on that camera. Okay, be careful. So, only kartavya karma, dedicate all your actions to the higher cause. Dedicate all your actions to Bhagwan, because you are in his bhumi. And we have done this as a sadhana here. Who remembers which sadhana we did for this? Om Tat Sat. Before you start an action, remember Om, I am doing it for Bhagwan. While you are doing the action, also remind yourself, I am doing this in Yagna Bhav. After you finish the action,
Also.
be thankful you got the opportunity to do something in Yagna Bhav. All the results of the action should be accepted with Prasad Buddhi. Prasad Buddhi means I don't have any particular result which I require. Then I always get this question. If I don't get the result, why should I do this action? What kind of philosophy is this nonsense? What do you say to that? If I don't want a particular result, why will I do the action? How will I get the result? If every time I'm not getting the result, then children will say, I'm not going to study if I don't have to get these marks. Wives will say, how do I care how I cook the rice and dal? Kuch bhi khao, no result. You will not meet your targets in your office. How will it happen? How will you get any good result? How will you do it properly?
Joy of doing.
Do it properly.
Joy of
Don't expect result.
I
Joy of
plan
doing
for
it
it,
should be there.
I work towards it, but I remember that the result is not entirely in my hands, and then whatever
So
is
then
the
I'll be laid back na. Jaane do kya karenge.
no, after putting my best. So
Ha.
I do put in my best. I do
So
have a
if
plan.
you put in your best,
Yeah.
and if you have the faith that Bhagwan is with me before action, Om, during action, Tat, after action, Sat. Bhagwan is with me. If Bhagwan is with me and I am dedicating this action to him, then what is it? I am no longer worried about how this action will happen. When you are worried, half your energy has gone in worry. Therefore, only half your energy is going in the action. Half energy in action means half result only. Full energy in action means full result. Automatically the result will be 100%. Automatic. Therefore, you do not have to worry about the result. Why we worry? Because we don't have the faith.
We're also conditioned to think of results in a very limited way. Sometimes there are results which actually are better for you, but at that point of time you can't.
But now everyone is not going to think like that. So I want everyone, even though you are looking for that graph, so many lakhs of sales, I want. Because this knowledge should be applicable to the office also. This knowledge should be applicable to a spiritual seeker also. This knowledge should be applicable to a student also. And if you see it in this way, that I am doing it 100% with God's power. If I am doing with God's power, automatically it will happen. Sometimes what he's saying is very right. Sometimes the result comes contrary to what you want. And we think that my prayers didn't work. My faith was not enough. No, what result came was what was best for you at that moment. That is why faith is required. Shraddha. Alright. So accept whatever result as Prasad Buddhi. And don't feel arrogant that you did the action. That will take care of no karta bhava. So if you can do your actions at least with one or two of these points in mind, then you will be moving towards karma yoga. You will be moving towards yagya bhava. And the most beautiful word over there is tadartham. Tadartham. Do it for others, not mamartham. Action is not only for me, it is for everyone. It is for the highest good of everyone. And this basically converts an ordinary action into a yagna.